There we go. I'm live. Hi, guys. It's been so long since I've been on here. It almost feels weird. It feels weird. Yes, that's the word. It feels really weird. But hi, I'm still here. I thought I would come live and show you guys some things that I've been doing. It's been so long since I've done a live. I think it's time to say hello again. I was just, life, right? My daughter came to visit. I was getting ready for that, and then we got busy with work, and then I just kind of got out of the groove of it. And so anyway, I thought I would show you some things I've been doing, some things I've been working on. I know so many of you have sent messages. Are you okay? That you kind of miss seeing things. And so I thought it was time. So the other day, my husband and I worked on our deck, getting it all painted. And he power washed like all up in the top, and it was all looking really good. Of course, the neighbor's gonna mow now. Anyway, so early in the spring, you guys know I wanted to repaint this picnic table, and I was gonna go like rustic and whites and browns and make it look more vintage-ish. And you guys all like the green so much that you made me question myself. I still like the green. It was just different, and I was ready to try something else. So I was going to do this live, but I don't know, it's just sometimes it just feels really weird to be live, and I don't know. So I didn't go live, but what I did was I gave it another coat of green just to freshen it all up. This is I believe this is called Leapfrog by Sherwin-Williams, and I did a stencil down the middle of it. And the stencil, at first I just did one in the middle, and then I decided to take it all the way down. And I liked it better. It looked like a table runner. One thing I wish I would have done, and I probably will go ahead and do it, is to wrap it on the edges. I just wasn't, I don't know, was getting over it. But after I got it on, it was super crispy white, and so I decided to run some green over it to kind of push that white back into the background, and I like it so much better. Then I dry brushed white, which you just take like a chip brush. I dipped it in the paint, blotted it off on a piece of cardboard, and then I just kind of gently wiped the brush over the table. And then I went back with the green and softened it all down so that it wasn't, you can see the green is over top here because you could see how harsh that white would have been. So I went back in and like pushed it to the background. So anyway, that is my green picnic table that I listened to you guys and left it green, but I still jazzed it up a little bit for myself and made it a little bit white. Let's see, I don't have really anything else out here I can show you other than my fairy garden still looking okay. I know I showed you guys this in the spring, except I put in this mandevilla, and you guys know how those things usually go crazy, and it always covers all of this ugly on the back of my house. But I think the sun was blocked too much by this fairy garden house. So my mandevilla never, I think that's what they call it. I think that's what they call it. But it never got any bigger. So it's always flowered and changed, but it's never grown, which is so strange. So next year I have to remember that and place my houses a little differently. But yeah, so that turned out pretty good. My tomato plant there's about had it. So let me, let's see, here's one of the things we did. Well, we made a small one in my group, but we got these large staghorn ferns in, and so I wanted to play around with a large one. I hung it up over our grill, and I really like it. I just stapled it to the board and then mossed out the bottom stem, and I thought that looked really good, and it was just something to hang outside for a little bit. Let's see. So then I wanted to show you, it's been so long since you guys have been in here, and I thought you might want to see, it usually stays pretty picked up, so I think we're good. I don't know if I'm really super crazy for this so much. I still love the polka dots. They make you happy, but I'm not crazy maybe for the greens that I chose. For the greens that I chose. I'm not sure, but I'm not that's the one thing I'm not sure about, is that right there. So I guess if that's all I got that's wrong, it's okay. Well, I've got a couple other things here, but so I moved my typewriter over. And I've always loved this little magnifying glass, and then this gauge was already over here, and I thought it kind of went, so I left it here instead of moving it where I moved the other stuff. And then in my cabinets, well, it was all ironstone, but see this board here, you can't see anything in the middle shelf, so I really only have the bottom shelf and the top shelf to really show off. But I love the cabinet. I love the cabinet that the cabinet is sitting on. So, and I do have the room here. I guess I could leave the doors open to show it. I mean, I really do have the room, but I just feel like I don't know, maybe I could, I don't know. I've just always kept it closed. There's that new silver ice bucket that I showed you guys just as a post. I've not been showing you things I've been doing. I've been doing all kinds of things. There's the new hops that are in. We have a new plop ball, and it's a hops plop, which is so funny. So that'll be in the shop next week online. That's one of our new items. And then let's get into the new furniture. So I hadn't done a video since I finally have a normal living room with a sofa. Like, I actually have a sofa now. And I'm really liking it. I'm sitting differently because I always sit here in like a lazy boy kind of chair, and this is more like a conversation chair. So kind of just getting used to the new lay of the land here. I haven't gotten my glasses hanger hung back up, so I still have the holes in the wall back here where I had my stand before. So I'm thinking I'm pretty happy with how this is. So I need to hook, I don't even know where I put it, but I have a hanger for my glasses that's just it's a door pull. And I always hang it on the wall so that I always have my glasses when I'm sitting there. And then I kept my clamp hooked on there, and it holds my phone charger. And so just showing you guys a couple little, kind of silly, but kind of cool things that I do. So let's see, when we step back, then there's the new sofa. Now, listen, I mixed this ottoman was with a different company, but it matched. The plaids match so well, and I really wanted an ottoman. However, this ottoman has all of the, see the little, not rivets, but nail heads, the big nail heads on the bottom, and there's no nail heads on the sofa. So I've been, trying to decide, do I love that? I think I do. I think I'm okay with that. But that's a little flaw in the system, in the setup. But I love what I gained by having the ottoman has been great, and it kind of makes the sofa more comfortable to replace my lazy boy chair there. Oh, my slippers, sorry. But anyway, I like having, my husband doesn't like coffee tables, so I did not ever think this would fly. But I came in the very first night it was here, and he was sitting on it, and I thought, actually my daughter was here, and I'm like, look, he's sitting on it. So I knew I was going to be allowed to keep it. So that was good. Let me see here. So that made this, by putting the sofa back here, that made this corner kind of it's kind of a useless corner because it's not, there's room to get in there. I can turn the lamp on and off, which I don't need to because I use the remote on the lamp anyway from the chair. You don't like coffee tables either, Sheila. Well, thank you, but this ottoman is really small in comparison to the couch, and I think that's why he's okay with it. We don't have a big living room, so I kind of get it, because if you look, there's not a lot of room, to lay on the floor, but our dog passed away over a year ago, and so we're not really on the floor like we used to be with her. So it's okay. It's all good. But I moved some of my ironstone. So anyway, let's keep going here. I moved some of my ironstone back here to this corner, and I love it. I've got the little bingo balls in the tray, just for interest. I made this lampshade. Shoot, you can't see it because the light's on. Hang on, let me get my remote. I like to do it that way. So then you just push the push the button. But yeah, so we made this lampshade in my group this month, and it was just a burlap shade that I'd had, and we added, I added to mine moss acorns. These are silk leaves, all different silk leaves, but then I filled in with the burlap ribbon and buttons and some bark chips, moss, pine cones, acorns, and then I had some old safety pins. See the old safety pin? And then I just added some strings to the safety pin just because, you know, I have to have some vintage elements to everything I do. Got the old buttons. I don't know, I just thought it was really interesting. And honestly, I was thinking of putting it outside, but it turned out so cute that I'm going to leave it in here for a while until I'm over it. And then I'll go back to my pretty black one with the lace on it. So anyway, that is my corner. I put the crock down here with the fern in it. It kind of blocks our speaker for our television is back here in the corner for the surround sound or whatever. So that just kind of blocks it from a little bit and softens it down. And then I took a few things off the mantle. Last night my husband was giving me the "you're turning into a hoarder" speech, which wasn't fun to listen to, but okay. He just said I need to pack some things away. If I have to have all of this stuff, pack some of it away. And yeah, so I've been this morning trying to pull some things, but I'm not having a lot of luck because I love everything just like it is. So, but fall's coming and I have to rearrange things for fall. So maybe that's when I'll do a big clean out. I don't know. I just, we've done a lot of treasure collecting for a lot of years, and I'm just really happy with everything I have. My surgeon's box. I got these bottles at these wood bottles, came from Hobby Lobby. Love them. And then, I found these back across in our store. It's across from the wedding section, but I love, that adds just a little bit of brightness without doing a bunch of color. And then up on the mantle, there's my angel. You guys remember the wooden angel that I found that I was unsure of. I've changed her around just a little bit by putting the book we made and sectioned out with muslin shreds. And then the book itself has all of the Mod Podge on it with book pages. And then I have one of our tassels that we made hanging over one of the cutting boards that I have. And then I had this big plate. It's just a metal tin thing from Hobby Lobby in the clearance section because see, it's got scratch marks in it. You can see a couple marks there where the paint was off of it, but I didn't really care about that. But I had that on my on my kitchen table because it's oak, and I was trying to break the oak. Like, let me show you what I'm talking about. So, like right now, it is wood on wood, and I felt like with that plate, it just kind of broke it up a little bit. So anyway, I think my husband just came in for lunch, so we might have to pick this up another time. I can't be showing you all my stuff when he comes in. So I still have my piece of wood. I have all of my greens. I have an old pocket watch on there and a little grouping of books because this thing arched up really high and it looked kind of, I don't know, I felt like it needed something under there. And then my Bible stack. I love my stack of Bibles. And there's another cutting board. So, and then when you come down to this side, I still have the N. I'll move that for sure when it's fall because I have all of my pumpkins to bring out, but I'm still liking my cactus skeletons. My daughters went hiking and found all of these skeletons. This is a great one, and then a couple other little pieces here and there. So I put them in my crock so that I could see them. One lives in California and one lives in Arizona. One of my projects I want to do is paint this cream. However, it does have that same bee emblem that the pillows on the couch have. And I wasn't sure that I really wanted to keep these pillows. Just by the way, I'll get your input. See the striping? Don't look at the pattern so much as the striping. The striping matches the chair striping. So that makes me feel like I need to keep them. But I don't know. The chair had a farmhouse pillow on it, which is in my shop because I decided I just don't think I want to be that themey, I guess. But I really like this. Like, see that? I feel like that might be maybe not as fun. Like, I feel like the bee is just kind of fun. I don't know. Do you guys like the bee? Uh-oh, I just got a mad face. So somebody doesn't like something. I don't know. I feel like the bees are, happy. But I don't know. I kind of like the polka dot, and the polka dot is happy too. I don't know. What do you guys think? The bee pillow or the polka dot pillow? Let me know what you guys think about that. I really do need your input, but it does match this cabinet, so I like that. Oh, I hate when I get the a mad face. You like the bees? Oh, thank you. Okay. You like it both ways. Well, that's how I am, Karen. I'm just not sure. You like the bees too, Penny? Okay, I just needed that. Oh, and Elizabeth does too. Okay, you guys, I really, no. So Bertha says no. She doesn't like any of it. Okay, Bertha. Well, it's all new, so I have to keep one or the other. Turn the pillow around to just the stripe. The problem is it's on both sides. Yeah, I like how you're thinking, Ellie. Already been there. Yeah, it's on both sides. So can't do that. So, oh, Bertha likes the polka dot. Okay. Yeah, you like both, Jen. Okay. Oh, you guys, thank you so much. CC, a bed pillow. Yes. Yes, Robin, I could do the chocolate tour on it. I could do that. All right, so I'm going to quit looking at comments and keep going because look what I made yesterday. So I'm zeroing in on these two frames, okay? So I've had this wall grouping, I wasn't really sure I thought when it's time to change it and when I find something better, this will be what I change. But I'm seeing your messages. I'm seeing your comments, but I love this scale and I love this it's an old combination lock. I have two of them. And then here's another type of scale. I always love the scales. It's got the numbers on it. And then there's the combination lock. I love those old things. Now these keys are not old. However, I just felt like they fit in nice. But so let me show you what I did yesterday. That must not have been him coming in for lunch. I had these frames and I had my kids' pictures. I think my older daughter, Summer, I know she was in this one, and I think it was her high school picture, and she's like 31. So something like that. She's in her early 30s. And then Abby is like 25. And so I had her in here, and it was from grade school. So it was time to change my kids' pictures out. I'm always telling my clients that, and I wasn't adhering to my own advice. So I filled them with my vintage treasures. And so I put old book pages on the glass. I left the pictures in the back, and I wrote on the back and with a Post-it note, I stuck it on there that family pictures inside. So if I ever sell it, I'll know to take the pictures out. And I also wrote what I have in it. One thing I didn't tell my group, we made these in my group yesterday, but the one thing I didn't tell my group that I didn't realize is this is a mourning pin. Like if someone's husband or child had passed away, this one and this one were both what they call a mourning pin. And it makes me very sad, but it makes me very heartfelt about them as well. I think they're absolutely beautiful, and I didn't realize that about them. So I love them even more. When I was figuring what I had in them, I have little stickers in my bags that I have all my jewelry in, and I had made a note in one of them that I didn't take the time to read during the class. So anyway, I thought that was awesome. This tag we found at our last shopping trip, and it has an R engraved in there, which my husband's name is Randy. So I got the heart, and then this was I thought it was an old pin, but it actually unscrews and you can put lead in it, and it's a pocket pencil. And I thought that was really cool. And then this was just an advertising plate. And then in this one, it's got my morning pen, and then it's got a number. This was a tag on something, who knows what. But it reminded me of it's just a lot smaller. You can see from my finger how small it is. But it reminded me of the coal miners tags, but it's not that. And then this was cute on the front and the back. It's an old whiskey charm for good luck. And then it talks about the brand of whiskey. And so I left that to where you could see both sides. So I thought that was a nice little thing. And then this is just where my husband sits. I've restocked my keys. Wait till you see the keys I've come up with, you guys. You're going to be so excited. I'll be getting them online next week. Oh, there he is. He's home now. Hi. You're fine. You can come in. I knew he'd be coming soon. So yeah, I'll be showing you my keys. Let's see. We're almost done. So I'm just going to finish with this room. And then we won't go on to the other. We'll do that another day. So I still have my old ladder in here. And I've changed out the top of my cabinet. I still have Clara Bow. I love my Clara Bow. But I added my sewing collection. I know I sent you guys a picture. I've been putting some pictures on, more on Instagram than here. But I put a picture every day on Instagram. If you follow me over there, you see those. Let's see. My sand dollar collection from my daughter Abby, and then the lucky stones from Kelly's Island that are from the sheephead fish that has an L. When you find them, they're really cool, and they have an L stamped in them right there. You can see that little groove. That is actually a letter L, and they call them lucky stones, the people on the island, and they like to find those. So there was a local guy up there that showed me what they were and his collection. So of course I had to start looking at 3 bottles that I made, and I found this the other day. I absolutely loved it. You would clip it onto your glasses, like a doctor or someone reading, a professor or something, and it moves, it swivels. So I just clipped it onto one of the bottles that I had made with you guys online, and I absolutely love it. So, and then I have, my other bottles, because you usually do them in 3s. My knife rest is sitting there. That's something that could go, my knife rest, because it matches the glass, but it's not as vintage. My old paint bucket, with my spindles and stuff in there. And then, of course, another project I worked on without you guys. I'm sorry. But I have a project I was working on without you, and it is one of those plastic with wheels. It has the wheels on it on the bottom. You can see, and then it was wrapped in what do they call that stuff? Vinyl from billboards, and it never sold at the shop. And in moving it out, I scratched it and had like a hole not a hole, but a tear in the vinyl. So I put it in the car to throw away from the storage unit, and I kept looking at it in my rear view mirror, and I thought, why don't I cover it? So I did. I covered it with old book pages, and then I polyurethaned it so that it can go outside. And then I filled the inside just a little bit I had some spray foam left, so I thought that's going to be so heavy. So I put some spray foam in the bottom. Now I'm headed to town. I got to get some dirt, and then I'll just take some of my plants from outside, because it's going to be time to bring them in anyway, and do something with that pot. It would be a cute Christmas tree pot, actually. So I don't know. I'll do something with that. So that's a project that I'm working on. And then, let's see. I moved the little... I know I just hang it off the side of my can light, but I moved one of the little lampshades that I made over. My Chalk Couture transfer, you guys, this is coming back in stock. I actually think it should be in now, so you guys could make your own sign exactly like this. It's always been my favorite. It's right across from my coat closet. And then this is something that we made with the other 2 frames yesterday. I put this one together as well. and I just added collection pieces. I'm always looking for little pieces like this and to make things like this, or my bottles, or like my tassels. Like, you know, I like to add things in. There's an old key in my tassel and an old spring. Let me see here. I don't have a lot in here, but there's a key and a tassel. Is that all that's in here? Might be, because it was all awesome with all of the old lace. I think that might be it. Oh, there's a beaded chain, but and this is a buoy float with a door pull on it. But yeah, a lot of my tassels have more stuff in it than that. Like this one just has the miner's tag, and then this one has all kinds of things in it. It's got pearls and bells. You can hear the bells. And a little wood knob. What else is it? Oh, here's another little wood button. It's a button. I guess that's all in that one. And then lace and seam binding. And then old bolts, rusty bolts. We're always looking for that kind of thing. Here, this bottle has little things. That's one that we made. You guys might have seen that one. Here's one in here. I love this one as well. Very pretty. I love making the bottles. I have a whole collection of bottles to make for you guys. All the tops have been adhered, and I'm really excited about showing you that. So this is part in my office, but I'm not going to keep on rolling. This is the door. I think a lot of you guys saw the door, and then the wreath that I made with the 2-inch wood balls. I found that the half balls work better. This we had to cut the wire ring, drill out the balls, solder the ring back together, and then dress it up. So it was a little bit more technical than I had hoped. Okay, so I know you guys are so many new people, so I just thought I would show. So this is the stuff that's going, it's going to be going online that I've pulled. So far that's not on. We have a lot that we've added online last week and the week before at TammyLovesVintage.com. This is the new greens that have come in. They're just replacing what you guys have already bought. The wispy dill, the more air ferns are in, the bright green. Let me see, this is new. The wisteria bundle with the stick bottom, that's new. These little tiny birds are new, so those will be going online. And then I ordered double of this stuff because I loved it. It's not fixed out, but it's purples for fall. I love this. They are $10 a pick, so those will be going online as well. And then I wanted to show you, so remember I showed you my Hobby Lobby finds for my room. I'm on the back side of it, but so I added these in. All of you guys that ran to Hobby Lobby, I added, because I know you did, because I can't get any more, at least here locally. I added all of these in around. I put 4 in this vase just for something with some bulk. But yeah, so I did that. And I like how that turned out. I added some old, this was my great-grandmother's dish. It's the prettiest thing they left me that my mom and grandma would part with. Let's put it that way. And the reason for the purple was this green mat that I had purple beads on it. So I kind of started pulling purples. And then when I saw these at Hobby Lobby, I just thought, oh my gosh, so this is what we're going to start our thing with. My ironstone was very kind of browned a little bit, so I went on that with the creamy colored, I think it's money tree, I don't know what it is, but anyway, then here's more keys. Remember I told you I hit the jackpot on keys for you guys? Well, I did. So this side is all cabinet keys, so you can message me and tell me how many keys you want. The things online, Lisa, is at TammyLovesVintage.com. And then these are the skeleton keys. So I have cabinet keys and skeleton keys. And I like that they're all different. Like a cabinet key is like this, or they could be clock keys. I would say that's a clock key. That's probably a cabinet key. they just don't have all of the teeth. They just look a little different than your typical skeleton keys. But yeah, I hit the jackpot on it. I told him if he gave me the right price, I'd buy them all, and he did, and I did. So there's that. Let's see, I have some stuff here to pull for our booth in Millersburg. I made a bunch of pallet boards with papers on them, but I'm not going to put them online because I think trying to find boxes for these is going to be really difficult. But they're really pretty. I could show you how they turned out. These things I'm going to take to the booth in this glass jar, and this is a great jewelry displayer. So I'm going to take those and the lampshades to the booth, just because they're bigger and would be bigger boxes. So there is just a couple of, let's see here. There's 3 of the things. But I thought they were really cool, but they're very heavy. I don't know what shipping would be. Yeah, I don't know what shipping would be on these, is why I was thinking of taking them to the antique booth. But I love them. I thought they were a great project. I used the plasters and the gauze and old papers and chalk paint and wax, and I just had fun one day. Trying to be creative, so that's what I came up with. Let's see here. And then you guys, of course, have seen all of this. And these finished bottles, here's a couple more here, and a couple more there. And look at this little one up here. He's adorable. Love that one with the crown-looking top. Here's the wisteria bunch that's going to be going online next week. I put 2 in this old container. You guys remember when I found that. So this is my dough scraper, if you remember. I put it up here, and then my stamps, those are like wallpaper printing type stamps. Oh yeah, and this little slate board. Look back here at this little slate chalkboard. I love that. I thought that was really awesome. Here's the little mini of what we started out with. We have those online too, just the staghorn ferns. I don't have any made up, but you guys can make your own if you have any old salvaged wood. All I did was staple it really low, add different mosses to cover the stem. I did wrap this one with some twine and added an old key. So I thought that turned out really great. Over here, you know, just more stuff, more tassels, more things that I've made. There's my Janky to Swanky. With my friend Julie, we did a competition, and we bought, this was a table leg, all one big piece. It was a table leg. And then her husband cut it in half. I went and bought some trim, and my husband tacked it on for me. And then I painted it and distressed it. And then this was a separate piece that I had found that was a trim on, I don't even know what it was. It's flat on the back. And so then I just kept going with it. And so, but I made a shelf. So really my Janky to Swanky piece is just the shelf with the leg. I didn't do anything really but paint it, and I put a caster in the bottom. You can see that there. But she made a lamp out of hers. She took her shelf off and cut her leg down and made a lamp. It looks really great. You can see them on our Instagram. And then this pile is the newest things that came in that I do not have. I have the pictures, I have them styled, but I don't have priced. I haven't priced them yet. Haven't got the shipping amount, but they're really pretty, really pretty. More of this hang down stuff that I love. The hops, plops that I showed you earlier. Those are the hops. And then I got these really great containers to put your plop in. If you don't know what to do with it, you can sit it right down in there. And I loved that. So I thought that was easy decorating. So janky but swanky, that's exactly right. And then these I picked up more, they're Christmassy, but what I like about this is for crafting. It's so gentle and small. It's so tiny. Look at my finger compared to that wreath or that leaf. They're just so small. So these are great for our canning jar lids or spice tins and stuff like that. So, and then what's back here? Let me see. Oh, yeah, these are our, I don't have these. These aren't ready to show you guys, but I'll just show you since you're here. You need a plop holder? Okay, you like those plops. Yeah, there's some other plops on the website now. But this is, there's a leaf in here. Let's see, how can I show you? Yeah, and then it just stands on your table. One is a leaf. And then, and I love that. I love the natural with the little bit of shine from the glass. So I love that. Oh, and that's my ice maker back there. I bought a little countertop ice maker at Sam's Club because our ice maker isn't working in our fridge. And then here's this one. Love the ferns too. So they sit really nicely together, but they're self-standing, and it looks like, I've not tried it yet. I should try it here. It looks like, oh yeah, look, you got, oh my gosh. Look, you can open it and change and put your own things in it. I didn't even know that. Oh, that's so cool. So if you don't want these dried leaves in there, you could press anything in you wanted. I have to put that back together, but I didn't even know that feature. Oh, those are really, really nice. And I liked them before I knew that. So how cute to even just do that and put a picture of someone in there. I love, it's like I think they call it rice paper. I don't know. It's awesome paper. Let me see. These are all, so I have all of these things priced and ready to go online, you guys. It's just a matter of styling them and getting them online. Maybe I need to just do a video and hold them all up. I got a couple more miner's pins that are numbered. I don't know what this pin is. I'm not sure. It's a miner's pin. I got just a few pins. I got a lot of button pullers. There's a nice one with a little advertising. I thought this key thing was really cool for all this stuff for old bottles. Little tiny button puller. There is a screwdriver. This is a screwdriver. I thought that was kind of cool. And then there's a wee tiny screwdriver. Look at this one. That was cool. So this was all from the key guy. He hooked me up for the tops of the bottles. You guys like the amber bottles, so I bought 3 amber bottles. But the keys, or the wheels, look great in there. The insulators, I got some old insulators for the options for you guys for your tassels. Couldn't think. Here's some, look at these railroad keys. Like, these are awesome. I think I might keep these 3. But there's railroad keys here. I think they're jail keys. It really, doesn't that look like what Barney Fife would use to unlock the jail cell? That's what I think. So all of these are big keys, like Barney Fife keys, and I love those. We've got some tags. They're oil and water, water department from Newark. Here is, I think that's a cattle tag. I'm not 100% sure. We got some dog tags, things like that. So all these things need pictured and put on. I did decide I'm gonna let this doily and letter go because I just don't have a great place to display it. If you remember that sweet letter, how this girl had made this, handkerchief for her mother, and she was 16, and the letter talks about it, and so I'm going to put that on. Love these locks that I found. Look at this. Look at that. The look of that is just awesome. So I have great locks. I got that one and this one. So when you guys are looking for things to add, good morning, Tammy. When you guys are looking for things to add to your collections, I'm trying to help you find things. Here's a wheel that would just sit on top of some books. That's really cool. The doorknobs, I got some flat ones. Look at these. I hadn't seen that before, but that sits really, it sits really well. Well, it sits really well on top of the bottles once you get them glued on there. But I thought those were maybe an option for us. I got some black. I thought this one was really cool. It's got a chip on the back, but it's really cool on the front. So anyway, there's all kinds of pretty ones like this. And if you get the sets and when you unscrew them, then you have two knobs to do 2 bottles. But yeah, so I just grabbed a bunch of small things from him. And then I thought this set of bottles was beautiful. I've got them priced separately, but I love everything about that bottle. And this one as well. I love the labeling. And when I was pricing them, I thought they set really well together. It's like an instant collection, so love that. Here's the little bronze shoe. They used to do, the only place in the United States that bronzed shoes, I believe, was in Columbus, Ohio, and they are out of business now. But here's a shoe that I thought was adorable. It has the little, I don't know if it's a porcelain. I think it's a bone button. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. But there's the cute little button on the shoe. I thought it was so cute with some succulents or just a little planter, sort of a little planter. Have a memo book that'll be coming in with all, look at all the handwriting for crafting, you guys. It's beautiful. And if you read it, he wrote a lot of poetry. Let's see, one said Marianne, something about Marianne. I don't know, I was reading all of his things. Let's see, believe me, if all of those endearing young charms, what I view with admiring dismay, are going to rub off on the shoulders and the arms of this suit, which was just cleaned today. Though it will still be adorned with my usual zeal, my sweetheart, my loved one, my own, but I'll certainly surpass the emotions I feel and love thee, but leave thee alone. It's not that thy beauty is any the less, nor thy cheeks quite, and then it says over. Oh, shoot, and I lost the page. Anyway, it's pages and pages of things like this that this guy has written. When you're in love, it hurts. When you're engaged into diamonds. When you're married, it's clubs. And when, when you love, it's hearts. I'm sorry. When you're engaged, it's diamonds. When you're married, it's clubs. But when you die, it's spades. Yeah, so anyway, I thought that book was so interesting, so interesting. And then this is a book all of poetry, and I thought the pages were beautiful, again, for all of our crafting that we do. I just thought it was beautiful. There, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the book instead of what you guys could see. But yeah, I absolutely love this, and the jacket is beautiful, like for stacking. So I don't know if you'd want to tear them up for crafting or not, but I thought they were great. So I've been doing some shopping for y'all. I just haven't been on to show you because I haven't got them online. And I think, I know some of you guys message me and tell me things that you want, but I think it would be nice, maybe if I have everything online, it would be easier and less overwhelming. I know that last sale I did was a lot. And it took me like 4 days to get everything done and out, and I worked diligently. So anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing everything that I've done since I hadn't been on for a while. You can see I've been keeping busy, and I should look back at all of your comments. Thank you, Jen Glenn. You're such a great, oh, go ahead and make you a goodie bag. Okay, we'll talk about that. I'll be happy to do that. You love the idea. Thank you so much. And you like the plops, Sheila. They are so fun. Oh, here, let me show you the other. I have another plop in stock. I keep it up on my scale. It's this one. And it's, I mean, I guess I should put the hops, put them all together. There's my Alexa, sorry. But yeah, I don't know. I love that one too. They're just all so different. But the wisteria plops have sold out, and I'm on back order with them. I just don't know when they'll be in. But I do love that plop as well. If you didn't like the hops plop, you might like that one. So, okay, let me keep going here. You like the plaques? Thank you, guys. So, yeah, just you got some bottles, and now you need baubles. Okay, Lisa, well, I got your baubles. So if you're not having any luck, let me know, and I can hook you up. You need birds. Oh, yes. Oh, look at you, Jen. You got your eyes right in here. This is, I pulled it off my fireplace last night when my husband was calling me a hoarder. I love it, though. I hate to let it go. It is all copper, and it is an old music player piano thing from 1893. Where's that at? 1893. So I don't have it photographed yet. Let me see here. Do I have it priced? It's $35. But it's a one of a kind. I can't ever get another one. So this one, the song was Sweet By and By. You know that song. Surely you all know that song. Yeah, so I have that. I also have this thing that I think I'm going to let it go to. I've loved this for so long. Let me find a good place to show you. It's a metal stand. It is a chemist. It was in a lab, and this is adjustable. And this thing has words, and it has a measure point, and then it has writing on it. And I just put black beans in it just to show off the writing is what, and just to have it not be empty and show the dirt. So anyway, I love this. This unscrews. I started to unscrew it to take it all apart. I'll have to, I think the price is on the bottom. I need 2 hands to pick that up, but I think I'm going to put that in. I have some little magnets here. Most of my things, oh, and this, did you guys see on Instagram my puzzle of the United States? That's going on. Love that. Tiniest little pieces. I should show you guys. Tiniest little pieces I've ever seen. A little fork easel. My fairy garden pumpkin. Let me see if I can show you this puzzle. This is so neat. It's all, let me see if I can get it out here for you. It's all, I'm sorry to be dragging you around. Okay, so, oh, here you go. So there's all the pieces. I have not tried to put it together, but look, all of the states are in little tiny, like look at this one. Look at that. Look at my finger compared. That's so little. But it has all of the puzzle pieces. And then it has a picture of how it's supposed to be. So I don't even know if all of the pieces are in there or not, but I just love it. The thing is, I haven't come up with a great way to display it besides putting it together. And I don't know. I just haven't done anything with it. It's one of those you find. I'm looking for a date to see if I can find a date on here. Anything to go off of. Oh, it's an advertising. Look here. It says Piezo's Cure for Consumption. For 25 cents. I wonder if it was something that they gave out, but I'm not seeing, yeah, I'm not seeing any dates. Warren, Pennsylvania. It says, try to put this map together face down. Oh, that must be what all of this big writing is. Oh, I need to do it just to see what it says. So on the back of all of the states, there's writing. Oh, you know what? I'd probably love that side even more. Geesh, there's Arizona. Yeah, so anyway, I have this map. I think I'm going to put that in. Just have to, you know, just have to get my head around letting some of this stuff go. So, let me see here. Darlington, South Carolina. It's sold for $150. You would never sell it for $35. Wow, that is so awesome to know, Tia. Thank you. Yes, I did know it was quite the treasure, and I really didn't want to sell it, but it was one thing that I've had it hanging on my wall for a while, and yeah, my friend bought one too. I had it with this in the other room, and I had this up, and then I had that like up above it. Maybe I better put it back like that and keep a hold of it. Especially with the date on it. And I love that song. I can remember my grandma singing that song and my mom in the Sweet By and By. Maybe you're right, Tia. Maybe I better keep it. Oh, sorry, Randy. I'm still a hoarder. He's still here listening to me talk about all my junk. But it is good junk. Okay, Dee Dee, let me make sure. Linda, the keys are like, I think the skeleton keys are $4.25 a piece, and the cabinet keys are $3 a piece. So there's a big one. Look at that one. But I love tying the keys on everything. If you guys can see that already, I have keys on everything. Here's the cute little knife. It's got a key hanging on it even, from Tammy Merrick. She makes these. She makes them into necklaces. She cuts the knife part off and makes this into necklaces. And she was showing me what she was doing. And I'm like, how do you do that? And she sent me a picture. of what she was doing, and she made this one for me. She put an end charm on it, and then put the word love for Tammy Loves Vintage. And oops, I got it upside down, but I love it, and I keep it right here in my dining room, in my centerpiece, which is actually an old tractor disc. I sold the other two that I had, and the pedestal is an old wire. I glued an old wire spool with wood top and bottom, and then I put the old tractor disc on top and made a little pedestal. And yeah, so, oh, you guys. We had a Kansas school pull down map. It sold for $75. Wow, that's awesome. Don't sell it. Okay, Tia, I won't. I won't. Jen Glenn wants a lampshade. Oh, Jen, well, I'll get with you on which shade you want. I have those that I've pulled for sure. I wanted to hang these outside over my picnic table, but I know my husband won't let me, so I didn't even ask, and he's here listening, so I'm probably going to get a talking to, but I would never do it without him doing it for me. But I was going to cut this part off, how can I show you? There, that part, because it hangs down. There, you can see it hangs down, and I didn't like that. And I wanted to hang these two together because they looked so much alike. And I've always pictured them in a grouping hanging over the picnic table, because it wouldn't matter if they weathered, they would just look that much better. And when they got super moldy, I would just spray them with bleach and bring them back. So, and then there's a couple of drum shades that I did, and then then just one little pretty one that clips to the light bulb that I've had in my office for a long time. So those are the ones that I have right now. I think there might be some more up in the bedroom, but anyway, okay, you guys, I always get more than you can get. I know, Tia. I know I'm really cheap on the keys. I try to tell people that they're, $6 a piece is probably normal. So I tried. That was why I bought over $300 in keys to try to get it to where I could sell them at $4.25. So, yeah, I know I'm cheap, but it's okay. It's okay. He made me a nice deal, so I'm okay. And then all of you guys will just benefit from getting all of the keys at a better price, because I want you guys to be able to do things. If I have to sell things to you, for $25, then it's just no good. But I did find these pins. I was way too cheap on my pins, and they're very, very hard to find. I need to get with you, Tia. If you work at an auction place, maybe you can get me some of these little things I'm always looking for. But I sold a lot of brass keys to you guys out of my key collection, and they were $22 a piece. Like this, his store, they were $22 a piece for the brass keys, like this. So I've learned to definitely not be giving the brass keys away. Look at this one, you guys. Look at that one. Yeah, so I'm learning too, but yeah, that's all I got. So, okay. I did, Tia. Thank you for having my back. I appreciate that. So, okay, guys, I'm going to go. I've shown you a lot, and I need to say hi to my husband. He's here having some leftover pizza. So I better go chat with him. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've been on. I have been busy. You can see I've been creating, doing a little bit on my own kind of therapy thing, and yeah, it's been nice. So happy to see you guys again. Just wanted to show you that I am working on some things. I will look back through. I need to go to town and run some errands today. And so I've been busy with a real estate deal that we're finally zipped up in contract, and inspections are finishing today. So that's been nice. That's been very time consuming. One of our followers' daughter had a wedding. That kept us very busy making all the flowers and stuff for that. So I think I'm getting back to normal a little bit, so maybe I'll be able to be on again a little bit more. So I know we start a new paint job next week. We'll see. I'll be on. Don't worry. I'll be on. It's just, this just isn't my only thing. There's people that live for this stuff, and I have other things, so I try to come on when I have something good to tell you or what I think you might like. So I'm not just trying to come up with stuff to do every day, you know. I just come on when I have something good and I feel like good about it. So anyway, I'll let you go. I'll look back through all the comments. Message me anything you want. I will answer you. I promise. It'll probably be this evening though when I get back to town. So I'll talk to you later, or get back home. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.